So in today's video, I want to break down how I made $1,200 today over 4 trades. 3 of them were intraday trades. I have all of those recorded live, and I'll share it with you today, including some analysis behind the mindset, behind the setup, why I took those positions. One of the trades that we'll talk about is a swing trade from yesterday into today. This was on Nvidia. I'll talk a little bit into why I took that position on Nvidia to the downside, looking for a key rejection level to set up into today, and I continue to hold that trade into tomorrow. So overall today, we're just going over some trades, and this is my favorite thing to do on this channel. This is what I enjoy to do. Let's look at some live trades. Let's talk through them. Let's understand why we took the positions. Let's learn from them. Let's learn from the wins or the losses, what we could have done better, what we can improve on, right? This is what we want to do as traders, and I hope that you come and watch these videos to do it with me. It helps me, and I hope it helps you at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So guys, the first trade we're going to go over here is Tesla. I took some Tesla puts to the downside today off of 166. Now, why did I take this trade? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, right? Just understanding the supply in the market, understanding where Tesla has rejected in the past, looking at the hourly chart, looking at the 4-hour, looking at some previous levels, right? Where has Tesla rejected before? And it's pretty damn obvious here in front of our faces. Every single time Tesla has pushed into 166, we have saw rejections, right? We have seen rejections. 166, 166, 166. We pushed into 166 last Friday, major rejection. This morning, we got a very aggressive push to the upside into 166, and this is what I love to see. So I think we'll understand that we took the 166 supply rejection, but let's go in a little bit deeper, and let me show you what really gets me interested in actually taking this play. So if I go to let's go to the 5-minute chart here. Actually, you know what? Let's go 2-minute, because this is where I trade. I trade on the 2-minute, so let's just go to the 2-minute chart. And let's look at what Tesla did today. So if we zoom in here on Tesla and we look at the first few minutes of the market, right? You guys can see market open this morning right here. We got an aggressive, a very aggressive push to the upside right into that 166 supply. I like to see that aggressive push because I know that these are not confident buyers, right? The buyers that are buying here are not confident. They are chasers. There's not much structure here. And I know that the first sign of weakness, those buyers are going to run for the fences, right? They're going to get out of their positions. They're going to stop out. And I know that if that supply rejection really steps in and I start to enter up at these highs, I'm going to have myself a great entry with solid risk to reward, right? At this point, you can already see my risk to reward, even if it's just back to the opening print. Right? This is already a 3-4 to 1 risk to reward. So I'm entering here at the supply. I really like that aggressive push, and I get in here around that 166 supply. I held this trade pretty much all day. If I go here, you can see Tesla just sort of slid lower all day. I am still holding this position overnight. I did scale out on these downside moves, but I am still holding this position, and this is up over 70% right now. So pretty much caught the exact top today on Tesla at 166. Why did I take it? Back to the hourly chart. Just a really clear supply rejection of 166 here. A very aggressive upside push into that level. And as we started to see those rejections step in, right, I started to get interested in that downside. Now at the same time, right, at the same time, this is very key as well. While Tesla was pushing to the upside this morning, what was the NASDAQ doing? And this could have given you a little bit more insight, right, in what Tesla was going to end up doing. So you can see here, as Tesla was pushing to the upside, let's go ahead and see what time that was. As Tesla was pushing to the upside this morning, it was pushing up until around 936, and then it started to reject around that 946. So around 936 to 946 is when Tesla was pushing to the upside. If we go to the NASDAQ here, over those first few minutes, right? 936, NASDAQ was going lower, right? And then 946 was when NASDAQ was double topping. So while Tesla was shooting straight to the upside, the NASDAQ was moving lower. That should give you some insight that that move may not hold up, right? If I see the NASDAQ weak here, double topping, making lower highs and lower lows, while Tesla is shooting up into supply, right? That starts to trigger my interest. And that is exactly what you'll hear in the live recording that I'm about to play. That's why I think it's valuable to have these live recordings, because you will hear me over the voice chat say, say, I'm starting to get interested in this 166 supply. There's some NASDAQ weakness. We should potentially look for this upside on Tesla to be a fake push into supply that we can fade back to the downside. So with that said, let's go ahead and run that live recording. Hope you guys enjoy that. After that, we'll get into the next trade. Trying to decide whether this 166 on Tesla may be a rejection play. Wow, look at that Nvidia drop. Damn. All right. Let's keep that on watch. I'm sort of interested in this Tesla 166 rejection play, but it's a little too strong still to take that. Over 166 gets pretty interesting on the upside. Oh, I like that Nvidia 286 retest setting up. All right, I'm taking a stab on Tesla puts here. Really light. I'm taking 5 160 puts, and I have a stop over 166. That's a really nice rejection place, 166. I'm taking that. I'm in the 160 puts on Tesla. Stop over 166. That's instantly working for me, so sorry if that was a little quick. But you know I was watching that. I'm pretty confident in this Tesla 166 rejection right now. I'm definitely a little concerned of 163 holding, so just be careful of that. But as of right now, I'm staying in it. I like this Tesla play. My stop on Tesla's back up in the 166. I got in pretty close to that 160. I got in maybe around 165, 164.75. Yeah, the Qs look like they may start to drop here. That's a big break on the Qs. I'm going to add 2 more put contracts on Tesla here at this 165 level. I'm starting to see some wicks set in. I'm really trusting in this 166 supply. But if Tesla wants to run over it, I'll get stopped out today. All right. Great Tesla play. Great Tesla play. Love it. May take some off Tesla here. Yeah, I think that's the right thing. The right thing is half off here. I'm half off Tesla. That's the right thing. Half off at 163 demand. Got about 15% on that. Unfiltered personality compared to YouTube. Yeah, I'm not the same way I am in YouTube. All right, guys, so the next trade is a perfect, and I mean perfect, 107 retest on Google. If you guys are part of the live streams, if you come to the live streams, you know we talked about this 107 this morning. Comment down below if you remember us talking about this. 107 to 109. This was our channel on Google. If we got a break and retest of 107, we look for downside. If we got a break and retest of 109, we look for upside. And today, we got a perfect break and retest of 107, and I played the downside off this level. So you can see here, this is the 30-minute chart. We had 107 here, 107 here, 107, 107. We had multiple rejections at that 107 level. So I knew that if we broke back below 107, if we turned this level, right, back into a rejection point, if I could turn this back to red, if we start to see this 107 now turn into a rejection, then I want to see if I could play that downside continuation, right? We are losing the previous highs. We are breaking back below them. And if they turn into a rejection, I want to look for downside. If I go to the 2-minute chart, this is probably one of the cleaner break and retests I've seen in quite some time. Here's the 2-minute chart, and here is 107. So right here, you guys can see around 944, we got a nice flush under 107, right? I did not take the trade chasing this downside. What I waited for was the pop back into 107. This is the move that stops out everyone that chases puts, right? Everyone chasing puts to the downside. When they see a little bit of red, this thing pops back into 107. If they're not paying attention to the retest level, they're going to stop out of their positions, and I'm going to pick up the scraps. So you can see a downside move, break, retest of 107. That was the key level, and you'll see in the live recording, I started entering puts at 107, stop over 107, and I was looking for downside continuation. This was an awesome trade with the group today. Congratulations if you guys caught this one. Textbook break and retest of a key 30-minute level. Break, retest, entry here, stop over 107. Extremely nice risk to reward, right? You can see even right here, this risk to reward ended up being, I mean, what is that? That's risking maybe 50 cents, 30 cents for $3. That's like a 10-to-1 risk to reward. That's what I love to see, right? Break of 107, retest it, reject it, entry, stop over 107, look for that downside continuation. This one was money. Let's go ahead and run that live recording. All right, I'm taking a shot on Google there. That's exactly what I like to see. That little 2-minute rejection. I took it really light, 5 contracts. Stop right over this 107. It's a very tight stop. It's like right here. If we pop over this candle, I'm out instantly. 107 break and retest. Gonna give it a shot. Stop is incredibly tight. It's like 10 cents. Really looking for a scalp, probably back into the 20 SMA, 106.50. Hasn't followed through yet. I still do see the 107 rejection stepping in. Little concerned about the reaction at 10 o'clock here. Would like to get a nice candle flush before 10 o'clock. Yeah, still like this Google play, man. This is working out exactly as I wanted to. So I'm liking it. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Nice little break and retest of 107. Those retests, man, they're questionable, but you have to, in my eyes, right, you gotta think about the risk reward. I don't care if I get stopped out on that play, but because I'm risking so little. But if I'm right, you get such a nice push in your favor. So I know it's a little questionable when I enter these plays, but when I'm wrong, it's just a small loss that really is sort of irrelevant in my eyes. I'm okay losing. Wow, Google is tanking. Awesome. So the third trade we're going to go over are some QQQ puts. Something I don't trade typically, but I found a very key level that I was looking to play off of today, and this was 321.75. So I zoom in here on the Discord. Today I said QQQ will be very important today, in my opinion. This 321.75 level continues to hold, right? This was the hold level all day yesterday. If we break below that previous low, it may lead to some downside here, right? And that is pretty much exactly what we saw. So once we got that 321.75 breakdown on the QQQ, which I will go into the 2-minute chart and I will show you what this looked like. Unfortunately, I don't have this one recorded live because I don't record my top screens. The top screens is where I put the SPY, QQQ, and the futures. The bottom screen is where I keep all the individual stocks. I don't have this one recorded live, but I'm going to sort of walk you through why I took this trade. So QQQ, break and retest of 321.75. This was the key that I saw today. So right here, we had a big flush candle under 321.75. This was, right, if I zoom out here, look at this 321.75 level. So I'm going to make this a little bit close, a little bit smaller. If we look at this 321.75 level, you guys can see very clear rejections right there, right? Very clear rejections right here. Again, extremely clear rejections right there. Very clear demand from yesterday. So I knew that if we do not hold this 321.75 as a demand today, if we turn that back into these rejections, then I want to look for downside. So if I go into the 2-minute chart here, you are going to see this candle right here is what gave me the confidence. We had a flush candle under 321.75. We tried to get back above it. We rejected, and I started to enter Q puts right in this general area. You will see it in the live recording from the other videos. You'll probably see QQQ as one of my positions. I unfortunately don't have the chart recorded live, but I took them right here. I'll pop up my entries and exits on the screen for you to see, and I closed these out for about 140% profit. Right here around that 319 is where I think I continue to scale out. An awesome downside play. Again, the break and the retest. What I like to trade every day, same strategy, same idea, same concepts, do it over and over again. Understand your risk to reward, understand where to stop out, understand the game plan, right? Don't deviate from the strategy. Every trade that I talk about on this channel is the same strategy, right? I don't wander, do different things, play earnings, play this, play that, right? This is the key to my success. Same strategy, continue to do it over and over again. I hope you guys learned something from watching these videos and seeing how these break and retests happen quite often. So the last trade I just want to share with you was a little swing trade that I took from yesterday. I was watching this key 289.46 level on Nvidia. This was the weekly high from back in March 28th of 2022. The exact high on this weekly chart was right here at 289.46. So this is the weekly chart. Every candle is a week of price action. And the exact high of this week right here was 289.46. So yesterday, if we look at Nvidia, we all know Nvidia had a monster day to the upside. But what I started to notice is that Nvidia was rejecting at that exact weekly rejection point. Right here, we started to reject that weekly rejection point. I pointed this out on Twitter. If you want to follow me there, I'll put the link down below. You'll see it up on the screen. 289.49 was that key weekly chart rejection level. So I decided I'm starting to see some rejections at that level. Let me go ahead and enter some puts. And today, nice little profit on these. I did enter these a little bit early in anticipation of this. So I was down on it yesterday in some drawdown, but today made up for those profits. A very nice win. I continue to hold these puts as well. They're really light size. I figured I'll hold them through AMD earnings after having a good day. As of right now, looks pretty good. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how this trade ends. I'll update you on social medias as well. So guys, overall, a really clean day for me. Some really nice trades. I hope you learned from these live trades and me breaking them down. Every single trade was a break and retest, supply and demand, right? That's the core of what I trade. I try to keep my trading as simple as possible. I try to remain doing the exact same thing every day. I think this consistency will help you in your trading as well. So I hope you learned something from today's video and all the content that I'm able to provide. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you enjoy the channel, press that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to trade live with me every single day, the link is down below in the description. Every trade that you heard today is exactly from the Discord voice chat where we do this all live on a daily basis. Thank you guys again for watching. Press that like button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.